Hello and welcome. I am very excited actually to be sharing this information with you guys. I think it's going to be super beneficial. You have heard me say that right now in the construction industry, whether you are someone that wants to grow your construction company or someone that wants a career change and wants to go into construction, this is what I would do. And this is exactly how I would do it. One of the best things is that because construction in the construction industry, generally we are behind. And I'm going to give you an example. I know many construction business owners that are making good money, and still a lot of the systems, whether that is invoicing or record keeping or accounting, different areas, they're still a little behind and they still do a little bit of the things old school. With that in mind, the construction industry holds like a great deal of opportunities for anyone that is willing to learn a few things, because you really do not need to have like a coding background, or you don't need to know a lot about technology in order to get systems up and running, either for your business or to sell these systems to other construction companies. What you do need to do, if you haven't, is get on board with AI and get on board now. It doesn't matter how old you are. Things are so easy to do once you learn certain, a few skills, which at the end of the day, they are monetizable skills. So even if for whatever reason down the line you decided that you wanted to change careers or do something different, if you learn this, you can go into any industry and apply the same principles. Can do with AI, that if we don't have a plan and kind of like step by step, we will get lost and really not optimize. And the reason why you either want to optimize or you want a career change is because you want more money, you want to have something different than you have currently, right? So the first thing that we need to know is, if I wanted to change my career, if I wanted to start in the construction industry, how would that look like? What would I need to do? The first thing that so we're just going to paste the prompt, right? Let me just make sure that you guys can the full screen. So it basically says you are a supportive AI career consultant specializing in helping women age 35 to 50 transition into construction automation and AI consulting. Okay, so we're just going to give it this prompt. Okay, I think we have, this is good enough of a, and we're going to see what it says. Okay, so this prompt is going to walk you through a series of questions, right? And the reason why is because we want this to be very personalized to you, so that it's literally to your specific situation. What is your current job or career? I'm going to say that I am a project manager for a small food company. I'm just making this up. And I work full time. Have you ever worked in or around construction? No, I have not. You can put whatever. I want to kind of make it as broad as possible just to see the result. On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you with technology right now? So I'm going to say that a 6, right? Okay, so I'm going to say 10 hours a week, because that would be about 2 hours Monday through Friday. So 10. And that's something that if you want a career change, you can absolutely do. Even if you are a mom, this would be something that you would do after hours, I think. So, and then replace my full income. And then again, the idea is that you answer this with your questions, right? Do you have a LinkedIn profile? No registered business yet, and a project manager certification, all of the above, a mix of both. So I'm going to give myself 3 months. And with this question, just personally, I would answer less time than what I realistically want, because that sends the signal to my brain to actually get it done within that amount of time or less. The same is for if I choose the longest, it's going to be longer than what I chose initially. In one sentence, what does your dream day look like? I work for myself, making at least 10K a month in a rewarding career. Okay, so so this is what it gave us: your construction AI consulting career roadmap, your unfair advantage. So it's basically going to break down: you're a certified project manager working full time, you know how to manage complexity, your path of least resistance, AI operations consultant for small construction and contracting businesses. And it also helped you break down or niche down, right? It's telling you, think of HVAC companies, cleaning contractors, general contractors with under 50 employees who are drowning in operational chaos and have no idea how AI tools could save them 10 plus hours a week. It's even giving you kind of what is called an elevator pitch. I help small construction and contracting businesses use AI tools to streamline their operations, project tracking, scheduling, and communication so the owner can stop being the bottleneck. And it basically tells you based on what you answered why this works for you. And the retainer is still very much what people are charging today. Very much. And it's going to give you a 30-day action plan, right? It starts with rewrite your LinkedIn profile, spend 2 hours learning what AI tools small contractors actually use, make a list of 20 business owners you already know personally. If you don't know any business owners, let's say for construction, in our classroom, there is a training that is called Your $1 Million Business. And it literally tells you step by step how to find those clients within a 20-mile radius. It gives you scripts on how you can reach out to them. Now, you can actually create what is called a skill within Claude Code, and it will find the client, send the code email, book an appointment. Guys, the sky is the limit, literally. Okay, and then it's going to basically break down exactly what you have to do step by step. And then these things will feel productive, but will slow you down. Building a website, taking long certification courses, trying to serve every industry. These are just, I guess, roadblocks that you can find along the way. And it's just helping you really avoid that. And it's basically a plan that you can follow that is going to lead to 10K. And if you continue this conversation inside of Claude, it will give you everything you need. Like right now, it's asking, would you like me to help you draft your updated LinkedIn headline and summary right now as your first action step? You can do that. But more than anything, if you are changing careers and you're going into this as an AI construction consultant, the most important thing is that a website is not going to bring you more clients. It's really what you need to do when you're going to grow, and this is for any business, especially in construction, is if you don't have leads or if you don't have sales or customers, there's no business. So the only thing that I would focus on is, okay, what is it that I'm going to sell? How do I learn how to do it? And how do I find customers? That's what I would do more than anything. So this is the start if you want to go into the construction industry. And just in case you're like, oh, I'm not 100% sure, let's just give this one more prompt to Claude, and then we'll go on to prompt number 2. And so I just want to validate that this industry is going, and I'm asking Claude to do some research for me, right? Because yeah, if I'm going to change careers and I'm going to go into this, I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So here is what it's saying right now. And the timing right now is unusually good. You cannot sleep on this opportunity. You can't, because you could be making so much money. So nearly X growth in under a decade. I mean, it's great. And then 2026 is the tipping point, not the peak. This is the most important thing for your timing. Construction experts are calling 2026 the shift from AI being a future trend to an industry baseline. Companies that adapt will see compounding advantages through 2027 and beyond, and firms that fail to adapt risk losing contracts to competitors who deliver faster and more efficiently. This is just basically, and then the labor shortage makes this even more urgent, and we know why there's labor shortage. I always say that. How much can an AI consultant actually earn? Is retainers typically run 3,000 to 7,000 per month. I want to say that think about it from 2,000 to 2,500. Of course, there's exceptions, but it would be less than that. So basically, you would need 4 clients in a month to make it a goal to make $10,000 a month. And here are the risks. The market is getting more crowded. One of the things that I want you to know is that when I decided, okay, I'm going to create a beta group of women that are AI consultants, because this is something where we're going to work one-on-one and the whole 9 yards. I was like, maybe there's too many people already doing this. But one of the advantages is that the government wants people who are also minority certified, like women owned small business certified, to become AI consultants. So I think that would also help you stand out just because. And then the tools keep changing. Yes, there's so many things. What you can do now with AI, I looked at our school community trainings, they're all valid, but now I have to go back and update the trainings, because what would take you before 50 minutes or maybe a full day to kind of do, now it's going to take you 10 minutes. Or now you can do it while you're sleeping, because you set up an agent inside of Claude, and you leave your computer and you go, your computer is working and you're doing something different. So even though the tools are changing, once you implement something and it works for a construction business owner, they're not going to really want you to change things. So that part you don't really have to worry too much about. So this is basically what it's going to give you. And it even said, would you like to go back to your 30-day action and start building, or do you have any more questions? So this is where you would decide what you want to do.